We done this in class 6, 7 from 5 onwards. Do you know about perimeter and area?
Yes.
Perimeter. What do you mean by perimeter actually?
Perimeter is the sum of
Yes. Perimeter of any figure means sum of all the sides of any figure. And suppose now if I give you one quadrilateral or whatever, maybe whatever you tell. I gave a figure with 4 sides. Now if you want to find the perimeter means the boundary. This boundary. Perimeter means only the boundary. Okay, for a polygon, do you know what is polygon? Any figure made up of line segment. For that things, that means for triangle, parallelogram, quadrilateral, whatever may be, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, we tell the boundaries are the perimeter. But if it is a circular type, if it is a circle, for this the perimeter is known as circumference. The boundary is called circumference. This boundary, this is the circumference. Okay, so for circular we call it as circumference. Same thing, perimeter is same with circumference. But for this type of figure we call it as circumference, and for polygons we call it as perimeters. So perimeter of any figure is sum of all the sides. For polygon, for circle it is different. I'll give you the formulas. Now what do you mean by area? Area means the inner part. This, how much area it has occupied. Inside region, that is known as area now. So now all of you have done in class 5, 6, 7, 8 area of rectangle, perimeter of rectangle, then area of square, perimeter of square. I think you have got all this. 2-dimensional, that means rectangle, square, all they are 2-dimensional. Okay, 2-dimensional figure. Now if I take this example of this duster, it is a 3-dimensional, 3D. Okay, 3-dimensional. We will be getting here not only 2 dimensions, you will be getting about 3 dimensions also. It will be like, now rectangle you have got. When you join 2 rectangles together, what are you going to get? It will be a cuboid. When we join 2 squares together, it will be a cube. Okay, so like this is an example of what? Cuboid. This is an example of cuboid. You have seen cubes? You used to play that cubes, no? So there is an example of cube. What about cylinder? You will be getting that word cylinder also. What do you use at home also is a cylinder, no? For cooking. Similarly, like pen, you are writing with a pen. That is also a cylinder. A cylinder has circular curve. This is circular part. Like this chalk, if I take, it is also a cylinder. So this we will be getting in the next exercise. So for the first exercise, we will only go with your beginning part, that is square and rectangle. And here you will be getting about combine 2 figures together. In some questions you will be getting 2 figures together. And their figures may have same perimeter, same area, that things will be given. You need to find either their dimensions. What do you mean by dimensions? If I tell you dimensions of rectangle or square, for rectangle the dimensions are length and breadth. The dimension of a rectangle is length and breadth. For square we call it as side. Okay. So now we will write the formulas. So please start writing. Area of rectangle. Okay. Now these things always we do. You are regular with this. Area of rectangle, length into breadth. Area of square is side square. Perimeter of rectangle is 2 length plus breadth. And perimeter of square is 4 into sides. Now if I talk about parallelogram, you have to find the area of parallelogram. So a parallelogram is how many side figure? It is a 4-side figure, it is a quadrilateral. So for this parallelogram, what we do is to find the area of parallelogram is base into height. Base into height. The area of parallelogram is base into height. Okay, please write it down. Area of parallelogram. Base into height. Base into height. Then next is area of a triangle. So area of a triangle. Now you know the triangle. So this is a triangle. Now for this, the base we consider this as the base. For area of triangle, and the height is this. So this base has become half now. So we will use area of triangle equal to half into base into height. So this is half into base into height. So this area of triangle. Okay. Area of circle I got. Now to get the area of circle, suppose from the center to the circumference it is radius. This is radius. Okay, from center. Suppose this is the center of the circle and this is the circumference, the boundary. So for area of circle we will use pi r square. Pi, the value of pi is either 22/7. It will be given in your book. It is either pi is 22/7 or pi is 3.14. We can use any. If it is not mentioned anything, always use value of pi as 22/7. Sometimes in your question it will be mentioned pi, use pi equal to 3.14. That time you have to use 3.14. But if it is nothing is given, directly you can study. You can use what? Pi equals to 22/7. Now sometimes what happens? They will give you diameter. Now r is radius. What is r actually? This is radius. So this is radius. Now sometimes what they will do is they will give you diameter. Now you should know what is diameter actually now. Diameter is equals to 2 into radius. Why 2 into radius? You see, suppose this is the center. If I join this is the longest chord of a circle. So this is known as diameter. So how many radius are here? From here 2 radius. That's why it is 2 into radius. But if you want to find radius, it will be like this. Radius is equals to diameter divided by 2. So this diameter divided by 2 is radius. Because diameter is 2 times of radius, radius will be diameter by 2. Okay. And one more thing I need, last one. There is circumference of a circle. Circumference of a circle. It is 2 pi r. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. Okay, one more thing. If I take this is a circle, complete circle is this. What about this? Half. Yes. This is a semicircle. What will be circumference of semicircle? Yes, half of this. And so it is pi r. And what is circumference of a circle? Half of pi r square. Sorry, area of a semicircle will be half of pi r square, and circumference of a semicircle will be only pi r. Now, have you understood or not? Why? Because this is half. You will multiply with half. It will be like this. Circumference of, please write it down this also. Semicircle is half into 2 pi r. So please, this is pi r. This is pi r. Okay. Why? Because half and half will be cancelled. Pi r. Then what about area of semicircle? Area of semicircle will be half of pi r. So based on this formula, we will do the first exercise. If you remember this formula, first exercise you can do easily. And in this exercise, only you need to read the questions properly. If you read the questions properly and what is asked, you can easily do. Because you have the formulas with you. Okay. Okay, exercise. Please. Exercise 11.1 first question will do. So the first question is given here, you see. A square and a rectangle filled with the measurements as given in the figure have the same perimeter. That means I told you combine square and rectangle, two. They are combined now. They have the same perimeter. Perimeter of square is equals to perimeter of rectangle. Okay? Which field has larger area? Now you need to find the area. So now to get the area of any polygon, what you need to do is you need to first find their dimensions, their length and breadth. So now there are two figures given in your question. So one square is given, like this, the diagram is there. So your book, please go through. This is 60. This is square. Please, this is a square of 60, side 60 meter. And there is one rectangle of length 80 meter. Now you see, for rectangle you need what? Length and breadth. The breadth of rectangle is not given. Okay, but there is a question given that perimeter of square is equals to perimeter of rectangle. So we will use that. So what is a whatever is given I have written there. Given side of a square is 60 meter, length of a rectangle is 80 meter, let the breadth be I have taken breadth of the rectangle is B. Okay, now according to question, perimeter of square is equals to perimeter of square is equals to perimeter of rectangle. Now, what is perimeter of square? 4 into side. 4 into side. What is perimeter of rectangle? 2 length plus breadth. Okay. Now, 4 into side. You have side. What is your side? 60. So, 4 into 60 equals to 2. What is your length? 80 plus b. Since breadth is not given, we will write to 80 plus b. Okay. Now 4 into 60. 240. This is 2 is being multiplied here. 2 is being multiplied here. Can I do like this? Same thing. 2 was multiplied, identified. I did not multiply, I did not use their property, distributive property I have not used. Because already 2 is here, multiply, you can just divide here. So this will be 120. This is 120. 120 is equals to 80 plus b. Now, what will be our breadth? 120 minus 80 equals to b. So the breadth is 40 now. So breadth is 40. 40 meter. Now you got, listen to me. Just listen then you write. Now you have length 80, breadth is 40. You need to find the area of rectangle separately. Then after finding area of rectangle, you find area of square also. Area of square. Then you compare which one is larger. Okay? So to find area of square, it is side square. And to find area of rectangle, it is length into breadth. Please do that. So for area of square, what you will do is side into side. What is the side? 60 meter into 60 meter. So this will be 3600. And you see here, meter are multiplied. So you don't forget to write the units. It will be meter square. So this is meter square. Then area of rectangle. So your area of rectangle will be 2 into length plus breadth. Oh sorry, L into B. I have perimeter. It should be length into breadth. So what is your length?
80.
What was your length? Yes, it is 80. And what is your breadth? 40. So 80 meter into 40 meter.
3200.
How much?
3200.
It is 3200 meter square. Now, which polygon has larger area? Which polygon?
Square.
So you write, therefore square has larger area. Therefore square has larger area. Here the question is given. Mrs. Kaushik has a square plot. She has a square plot of land. Okay. With the measurement as shown in the figure. She has a square plot of land. This is her land. A, B, C, D is her land. Square. Of side 25, 25, 25. She has a land of square. Then she want to construct a house in the middle. She want to build a house here in the middle. So there is E, F, G, H. In this plot, she will build house. Her total plot is A, B, C, D. It's a square. Then a garden is developed around the house. One garden is also made. After constructing the house, in this area, garden was also made. Okay. Find the total cost of developing a garden around the house at a rate of rupees 55 per meter square. Now what you will do is, first you will find the area of square, area of our plot. Area of our plot. That means area of square you will do. So, for square, just listen, I want you to write, just listen here. For square A, B, C, D, side is 25 meters. See here, you will find the area of the square. Done. After getting area of square, you find area of this house. It is a rectangle. 15 and 20 is a rectangle. After getting area of the house, how much area garden is made? What you need to do is area of square minus area of house. Area of square minus area of the house. Area of square will be 625 meters square. Then area of this house will be 300 meters square. Then whatever is left, she will make garden there. So area of the garden will be area of square minus area of house. Then cost of 1 meter square is 55. You find cost of that much. Okay. So to try it out one more.